Morning, folks. Got a soap here from Soap Commander. This one here is Wisdom, Lavender and Peppermint. Very nice scent. Show you what this looks like on the air and the inside. It's a solid puck, but still easy to scrape out and put in a bowl. I'm going to be following the shave up with the aftershave balm. I'll be using this in here off camera, and got it whipped up here with a. There, yeah, I've got quite a bit whipped up in this bowl. It's a Klenzo brush by Heritage Collection. Purple handle. Smells just, this is just wonderful. Here's a bowl that I've got it whipped up here in. The lavender and the peppermint, that's a good combination there. Works well for my nose at least. Blade of choice today is going to be, this is Tiger Platinum. Seems to be kind of hit miss, so we're going to give it a try. On the this one here is a Super Speed, Gillette Super Speed from RazorRefresh, and it's got the blue line there. Kind of see it is ready to go. And you might be able to see the labeling. This is laser etched in there, as opposed to actually any ink. But it is ready to go. Going to give it a try, see how it works out. Already put a hot towel to the face this morning. Go ahead and wet the face and get ready to use the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, what's left of the Preshave cube. This one here is the Holliday version. See if it lasts till Christmas. It just might make it there. It doesn't take a whole lot of work to work up the Preshave lather, if you will. I enjoy using the Preshave soap. It works well for me. It is one of those things that seems to add to the shave, which it may not be for everybody. It's anybody that's been around this sort of shaving, it's your mileage may vary. In the last video, it was on a Saturday morning. We were moving the robotics club from a shop to the school, and excuse me, my arm I caught it on a piece of plexiglass, but it went pretty smooth. Getting things moved over. They have a pretty nice setup at the new school. It's guess you might say, it is built the way that I had kind of sort of thought that it might be back in the day when I was in school, at least the school I went to. In other words, fallout shelter back in those days was a thing. Well, now it's a tornado shelter, and they got it built into the school. Pretty good idea. And they have the robotics in that area. And Lord, it's solid concrete. So you go down there with your cell phone, there is no reception down there. None. Not happening. So you're relying on somebody else to tell you what's going on. If you get down there locked in the tornado shelter. Excuse me. Speaking of that, there's a town just to the south of us, Coeto, that got hit by an F1 tornado, and on Sunday night, and we're expecting some rain to roll through here just any moment now. So this is going to be an interesting morning. So far the blade's working pretty well. I think maybe it's just possible that Just like on the Gillette Silver Blue that some folks may have got a dud or two in a pack. I kind of felt like that the number of blades that is manufactured, is a large number, and after you make a bazillion blades, I could understand there might be a pack or two every once in a while that just didn't work out that well. Got a dud or so. It happens. It's understandable. As long as it's just in that pack and not throughout my 100 pack, I'm all right. A little bit more about this razor I'm shaving with from RazorRefresh. The coat is called a Duracoat, and there's another version of it. I think it's Creocoat, and I think there might be one more. I'm not sure, but it's a fairly durable coating. So if you have a vintage razor, that maybe not be the best choice to have it replated in nickel or something like that. And the smells, I can just do the smell. And maybe there's some pitting that's going on, and in other words, a Creocoat or a Duracoat might be your better option about doing something like this. Still able to use the vintage, it still looks pretty good, but if you had coated it and went ahead and coated it like in nickel or iridium or something like that, it would show just all the pits and all the little things that it's just not possible to remove through the quote-unquote normal process. So might be something to think about if you have a vintage razor, or if you run across one that you like in a thrift store that's kind of beat up and it's at a good price. Find one on eBay. Might be worthwhile doing that to a razor to keep it, in case you might save the razor instead of just let it languish. Yeah, shave with a Super Speed, you ought to give it a try. It's pretty easy going shave. It really is. Definitely an easy going everyday shaver. At least for me it would be. I don't find it aggressive. Definitely efficient enough to be used as a daily shaver, but like I say, my face doesn't feel like it's losing a layer of skin. I have to say the probably one of those things that take place is like if you have a Blackland Dart daily shaver, it's a bit you have to have more how can you say, technique, finesse. Some folks would find that razor just a little too much. This one here, still going to need some technique, but not quite like you would with a Blackland Dart if you was using it on a daily basis. Especially if you feel like like Rusty was saying, if you got a Parker that seems to be a bit aggressive for you, Blackland Dart is definitely not in your wheelhouse. Something like a Super Speed would be much better for you. I enjoy the Super Speeds. For me, like I say, they're so easy to shave with. Quite happy with the shave at the end. Typically, I don't have to worry too much about nicks, cuts, weepers, anything quite like that. In other words, you work out the blade that works best for you. For me, I find that there's several blades that work well with the Super Speed. There's a number of them for me that I can use in a Super Speed that work well. it's I guess you might say it's a great all-around shaver. Don't find very many people that have anything negative to say about it unless they're looking for a more aggressive shave, of course. Then you might want to look for a red tip. And typically also those run just a bit more price-wise. But this one here was pretty inexpensive in my opinion, compared to how much it could cost you. Alright, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, alum block complete with a rubber band. There was one thing that had happened at the school. I found a rubber band that is about this width and about this size, except for it's kind of a orangish color. And it was on the floor. Snagged that thing. So now I have another rubber band for another alum block that I have that's not Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements that didn't come with a rubber band. Now I got a rubber band. To me, this is one of those inexpensive shaving items that's what's going price. I think when I got mine is $4.50. It might be closer to $5 nowadays. Inexpensive it'll last me a good year, and that's pretty inexpensive. Witch hazel, I keep on saying this, but it is getting pretty low. Unscented, but it is mentholated to go right along with the peppermint, the lavender. It is kind of an eye-opener with the peppermint. Does well for my nose. Gets it good and awake. And like I said, off camera, I'll be using the aftershave balm that's peppermint, lavender. Gonna be smelling great this morning. Great hump day shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smooth shaves to you.